we are going to be breaking down Anthropic's announcement of contextual retrieval.
Yeah, this is a really powerful new technique that could change how AI uses information, how it accesses it.
Imagine asking a chatbot a question, but the answer it gives you is like so vague, it misses the point. The problem is traditional AI sometimes struggles to connect the dots when information is broken down into pieces. You've probably heard of AI using RAG to find information, but Anthropic points out some pretty significant flaws with this approach.
Right. Think about it this way. Imagine you have this massive library of information,
Okay.
like every SEC filing ever, and you ask an AI assistant, what was ACME Core's revenue growth in Q2 of 2023?
That seems like a pretty straightforward question.
You would think so, but a standard RAG system might pull up a chunk of text that just says, the company's revenue grew by 3% over the previous quarter. We are missing some crucial context here. Which company are we even talking about? What time period? It's giving you pieces of the puzzle, but how they all fit together, no idea.
So frustrating. And we've all been there, right?
We have.
Sifting through search results, it's like bits and pieces and never the full picture.
Exactly.
And that's where this idea of contextual retrieval comes in.
It's like giving the AI those little sticky notes
Uh-huh.
that say exactly where each puzzle piece goes.
So how does this actually work? This sounds kind of magical.
It's pretty clever. Instead of just grabbing like random chunks of information, Anthropic has figured out a way to give each chunk a little preamble, some quick context.
Okay.
That explains like what the chunk is about, where it fits in. They call these contextual embeddings.
So like giving the AI a mini crash course before it even tries to answer your question.
And they're also using something called contextual BM25, which helps the AI find the exact pieces of information based on specific keywords. Even if what you're asking, like your overall query is kind of complex.
Hold on, back up for a second. BM what?
Basically, just think of BM25 as like a super-powered search function. It's really good at finding exact matches, like specific names, dates, even those annoying error codes that nobody likes dealing with.
So contextual embeddings kind of give the AI the basic understanding,
Mm-hmm.
and then BM25 is helping it zero in on like the really specific stuff. But how do they actually create this extra context? Are they manually tagging millions of documents?
Oh, that would be a very, very long and tedious task.
Yeah.
This is where Anthropic's own AI model, Claude, comes in.
Okay.
They've given Claude a set of instructions, a prompt, to generate this extra context for each chunk of information.
So it's like AI helping AI get smarter.
And it gets even cooler, they're using something called prompt caching to make the whole process super efficient. They only have to tell Claude how to do this once, and then it can apply that knowledge to millions of documents, which saves a ton of time, saves a ton of money.
So this all sounds very impressive from a technical standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
But for those of us who are not AI engineers, what's the big so what? Why should we care about contextual retrieval?
That is the key question, isn't it? This has like huge implications for how we use AI in our everyday lives.
Okay, give us some examples.
So think about the last time you searched for something online.
Okay.
How many times did you have to scroll through pages and pages of irrelevant results
Oh, all the time.
to find what you were actually looking for? It's like
The worst.
the worst.
It's incredibly frustrating, especially when you're short on time.
And that's what contextual retrieval is designed to address. By giving AI this deeper understanding of the information it's working with, we can make searches way more accurate, save you from all that frustration.
So no more sifting through endless pages of search results that have nothing to do with what you want. Sign me up.
Yeah.
But I mean, is this just about making search engines better?
Oh, no, no, no. It goes way beyond just web searches.
Okay.
Imagine chatbots that can actually understand the nuance of your questions
Okay.
and provide like truly helpful answers. It would be like having a conversation with someone who like really knows their stuff.
No, that would be a game changer.
Right. And it doesn't even stop there. Think about research tools that can connect the dots between different papers, different studies, potentially leading to some groundbreaking discoveries that could like change the world.
Wow.
Contextual retrieval has the potential to revolutionize how we find and use information in countless fields.
Okay, I'm starting to get it. But I mean, are we just talking hypotheticals?
Yeah.
Or has Anthropic actually shown that this stuff works in the real world?
Oh, they've got the data to back it up. Their tests show that contextual retrieval alone reduced retrieval failures by almost 50%.
Wow.
That means that the AI was twice as likely to find the right information on the first try.
That's a significant improvement. What does that look like in actual use, though?
Okay, so Imagine you are asking your AI assistant a question about a company's financial performance. Maybe something like, what were the key factors influencing Tesla's stock price in Q3 of 2024?
Okay.
With contextual retrieval, the AI can now consider the context of your question. The fact that you are interested in a specific time period, specific factors, not just general information about Tesla.
Right.
This means that it can pull up much more relevant information, such as news articles about maybe supply chain issues during that quarter, analyst reports on their earnings, even social media sentiment about new product releases.
So instead of just giving me like a random assortment of facts about Tesla, it's zeroing in on the specific information I need to answer my very specific question.
And it gets even better.
Okay.
When they combined contextual retrieval with another technique called reranking, they saw even bigger gains.
Re-ranking. Okay, you're going to have to break that one down for me.
Okay, so imagine that the AI initially pulls up, say, 150 chunks of information that might be relevant to your query.
Okay, that's still a lot to process.
Re-ranking is like having this super efficient assistant
Right.
who pre-reads all of those chunks for you, picks out the top 20 that are most likely to be helpful.
Oh, so it's like having a personal research assistant who knows exactly what I'm looking for.
And the numbers speak for themselves. By combining re-ranking with contextual retrieval, they were able to reduce retrieval failures by a whopping 67%. That means the AI was finding the right information almost 3 times as often.
That's mind-blowing. But, I mean, this all seems very cutting-edge, almost experimental. Is this technology something that only, like, big tech companies with tons of resources can use, or can, like, everyday developers get in on the action?
Anthropic isn't keeping this a secret.
Yeah.
They've actually released a cookbook that walks developers through, like, how to implement contextual retrieval using Claude.
So they're, like, sharing the secret recipe for smarter AI.
This kind of open approach is what is going to drive real innovation in the AI space.
I agree.
The more people who are experimenting with these techniques, the faster we're going to see the benefits.
Okay, before we get too far ahead of ourselves, let's do a quick recap.
Yeah.
What are the key takeaways here? What do we really need to remember about contextual retrieval?
Well, we started with this idea of AI, really struggling to connect the dots with information. And like traditional methods often fall short because they just lack that crucial context.
Yeah.
It's like you're trying to understand a joke, but you only hear the punchline.
Okay.
You're like, haha, okay, but you're missing the setup, so you're not getting the full impact.
And that is what makes contextual retrieval such a game changer. Fundamentally changing how AI approaches information,
Totally.
giving it like a deeper understanding of the relationship between different pieces of data.
100%. Their tests clearly demonstrate that contextual retrieval leads to these significant improvements in accuracy and efficiency.
We talked about the impact on things like search engines and research. What about for creative fields?
Oh, absolutely.
If AI can now understand context and the relationships and information,
Yeah.
what does that mean for how it can assist artists, writers, musicians?
Imagine feeding an AI system all the works of Shakespeare.
Okay.
Not just the text, but like the historical context, the cultural influences, the different interpretations. And then you ask it to help you write a play, but in a similar style, but set in the modern world, like exploring very contemporary themes.
That's wild. It'll be like having Shakespeare himself as your writing partner. Or what about an AI that could analyze like thousands of musical compositions and then collaborate with a composer to create something totally new, like these echoes of past masterpieces kind of woven in?
It's going to be amazing.
Contextual retrieval isn't about making AI slightly better. It's about unlocking a whole new level of intelligence and creativity. I'm ready for this future.
I am too.
We hope you enjoyed this journey into the world of AI and contextual retrieval. And we'll leave you with this. If AI can now understand context like never before, what does that mean for the future of creativity? Could AI collaborate with artists and writers in completely new ways? Something to think about. Until next time, keep those minds curious.